pursue a career in law because it gives me an opportunity to help people. When a client chooses us to represent them, they're entrusting us with a huge responsibility. It's our goal to exceed their expectations with our personalized service and to help them to achieve the best possible recovery to compensate them for their injuries.
That's where we come in. We come in and we solve that problem for them and really set them on the right track in order to try and get back to what their life was like before the accident happened.
Damn, we made it back. That was the longest 7 days. Them days were so long, it felt like 14 days, Archbishop. I can't do math that good. I can't do math that good. What's that? You divide by 2, carry to 1, some shit like that. Hey, what's up? What's up, boneheads? Doggone, we are back here in the Big BoneYard. You got myself, doggone Big Bone. You got Archbishop. Here we go. Took us a minute to get back because we was doing some biker shit. We was pounding around doing that shit. Lord of mercy. But yeah, hey, but you know what though? Y'all know if y'all out there, you know, especially those of y'all that got them 2 wheels under you, y'all know how it is. It's that time of year where it's a lot of good shit going on, and you know, and hey, we can't miss everything. But I'm glad to see Papa G. You see Frost, Diosa, Craig, Sherry Johnson. All right, this is what's up, man. It's good to see y'all. I swear it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've been here. I mean, I know 14 days, but it seems like a lifetime. But it's good to have y'all back on the Big BoneYard, and we're definitely gonna have some fun tonight. But before anything, if y'all would indulge us, we want to take a minute to tell y'all the same thing that we say every single time. Archbishop, can you help us out with a disclaimer, sir?
All right. Our disclosure, same thing as always been, is that this is our opinions and our opinions alone. This has nothing to do with our prospective clubs, our guest clubs, nobody else. This is our opinions based on experience being out here on this road, facts that we done looked up. That's it. That's all. Don't add nothing, won't be nothing.
That part. Yeah, so here's the thing. We done figured out, and it is so much stuff going on. And so, first of all, I'll tell y'all, so the past few weeks, legit, it's been good getting around the country because we've been moving around a little bit. And, you know, we don't always announce troop movements and like that. But I will say I shot up north for a little bit, seen some folks I hadn't seen in a while. It was real good to see how people do their biking thing where they are, talking to different folks that watch us every week. And just being able to get like really great feedback from these folks. And a lot of folks, the thing I love, and I think you do too, Bishop, is when you meet some of these folks and they tell you, hey, could y'all talk about this thing? Or what about that? Or how come so-and-so said, you know what I mean? I fucking love that, man. I'm not even lying. I love that because we get so much good feedback. And in the process, we also hear some crazy shit.
Right.
Which kind of gets us here where we are tonight.
I think the story sounds a lot better than the ideas. You know what I mean? Like you get a lot of ideas. Sometimes them stories, you be like, for real?
I swear. Like the one dude told me let me see. I was on my way up. We stopped in North Carolina, and the dude told me, yeah, he goes, I watch y'all every week. I was at a gas station. It was a certain club. Rode through the gas station. Dude said, I watch y'all every week. Must be rough being down there in Florida. Because you know, and the dude said with a straight face, he says, well, you know, your governor, what they call him, DeChesney, your governor. Well, see, he joined the United States Navy straight from the Klan. The Klan recruited him to join the Navy. And this is a white dude who had a straight, now look, I've heard some shit. I can't say that as much as I'd love to believe that shit, that might have been a little far-fetched. And I don't know whether this dude was trying to make some shit up or whether, you know, didn't exactly have it was what you call the conspiracy theory. You know, it was a conspiracy theory. He said it like it was fact, but I had to put that one in the conspiracy theory category because, you know, as much as I would love to believe some bullshit like that, I just couldn't. No disrespect to you if you're watching tonight, sir, you know, but I'm just saying I had a hard time believing that one. But for clarification purposes, AB, could you help us understand, sir, hold on. What exactly is a conspiracy theory, Archbishop? Could you tell us, please?
Well, a conspiracy theory is an explanation for an event or situation that asserts the existence of a conspiracy by powerful or sinister groups, often political in motivation, when other explanations are more probable.
Gotcha. So for those folks who the translation is, some folks want to believe the bullshit even when it makes no fucking sense. Kind of like that.
Basically.
You know, I'm like, yeah, because yeah.
We're gonna make a
'cause
long story short.
like you said, when something else is certainly more probable, you want to believe the Jewish space lasers, which is funny because that came up too. But so conspiracy theories. I know Frost. Oh, by the way, you know we got to give a shout out to some of our favorite folks out there. Doggone, we got a button for that? Let me see. I don't know if we got a proper button for that, but let me see here. Nah, that ain't it. Nah, hey, we got one. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to take an opportunity to say to our moderator, our boy, our friend, our supporter, Doggone Frost, and his lovely bride, Red. This is their 11th, right? 11th, ain't it? This is their 11th anniversary of blissful marriage with a bunch of badass kids. No, I'm kidding. They got some wonderful kids. They're just a wonderful family, and they're part of the Big BoneYard family, and we appreciate them greatly. So if y'all could join us in happy anniversary to Frost and Red. We appreciate y'all so very much, and I hope y'all keep rocking and riding with us, and get y'all asses back to Florida again sometime soon. But you know.
You know, Red get 2 high fives for having to put up with Frost's ass for 11 years.
So that's at least 2 high fives. Absolutely. So Red, good looking. You're holding it down, girl. You're doing your damn thing. And so yeah, we wish y'all nothing but the best and hope y'all have a fantastic I hope you have had a fantastic anniversary weekend. So and the special music, that's just for y'all. You know, but yeah, and look, y'all keep rocking and riding with us, man. And but anyway, in the meantime, so what we came up with for tonight, let me see if I can find it right quick. It is, oh damn, okay, that was going on and on. I forgot that should have played for a month if we let it. But so what we was talking about as it relates to the whole conspiracy theories and that whole thing, let me see if I can pull up the way that we wrote it. If I can find it. Where is that bad boy? Come on, machine. Yeah, wrong shit. Anyway, let me see if I can find that bad boy. Nope, that's not it. Okay, where is it? All right, I lied. All right, anyway, so what we're talking about is, let me see. Do you see it? Do you see the that whole description thing? Let me see if I can find it. I bet you I can find it. Let me see.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got it? What the hell does it say?
It says, have you heard this one before? MTG says that Trump has taken over the Jewish space laser to spy on all American bikers that don't support MAGA, so that when the Trump regime finally takes over, they will know which bikers to put in re-education camps and which to promote to the organization. Did you hear the one about Biden making it illegal to be a member of any American motorcycle club? What about this one? DeSantis is just good old Florida boy that wants to help all Floridians. Laughing my ass. Okay, I know. Everybody believes the last one, but you might be surprised of some of the BS that bikers and a lot of other people too believe. Why do people buy into extra crispy, crazy shit that they believe? Let's find out tonight on the Big BoneYard.
Damn well said, sir. Damn. But I tell you, that it is some extra crazy, crispy shit, or is it extra crispy crazy? I'm not sure which, but yeah, it's some crazy shit out there. Like I know you and I in the pre-show, me and Archbishop was talking about a few different things. Like we talked about a lot of things, and even made a list. So, like one of the things I said, we keep hearing. I was thinking, I don't think I shared this one with you. But we're Hunter Biden this, Hunter Biden that, and Hillary's emails, and we're still hearing about that bullshit, even though neither one of these motherfuckers are in the White House or got anywhere near it. You know, they when the government came at them, they did all the stuff they were supposed to do. You know, Hunter's taking his licks, and Hillary ain't been convicted of shit. But if you say that other dude, all of a sudden, here goes, it's a conspiracy, this is a conspiracy that. They said that the DOJ is interrupting Trump's campaign. I kind of saw it as Trump's criminal shit was interrupting their damn investigation. I saw it a little bit different, because if you do crime and stuff, eventually the cops are going to come. Like, that's some bikers know that shit. So the conspiracy theory, and we could go, there's a million of them with that dude, but that's a whole other subject. But so if y'all are watching tonight, call in and let us know what, if anything, your conspiracy, like if you believe in some shit that you think everybody else needs to believe in, let us know what that is, because we want to hear about it. Or let us know some of the craziest conspiracy theories that you could think of. If there's some crazy shit going on, let us know what it is. There's some real conspiracies going on, and then there's conspiracy theories. So we're going to probably touch base on a couple of different ones. But AB, I know you had a couple of them that you came up with. What's some of yours?
Well, just off the top of my head, when we was talking about it, you have, just different ones. You got JFK, you got Jimmy Hoffa, you got Elvis, UFOs, you got Roswell, you got Area 51. Now Roswell and Area 51 probably have the most conspiracy theories out of all of them. You know what I mean? Because what didn't do? No, I'll take that back, because didn't until you got throw JFK in there too, because you got the whole magic bullet conspiracy. Yeah. So, and that's kind of where you got the two separate things. Like, you got the conspiracy theory, but then you have the theorists, or the people who actually believes all this.
Right. Yeah. Like the people who actually bought into it. And I got to tell you, of all the conspiracy theories that are out there, it's really interesting. So in the Marine Corps, because the guy that shot JFK, or the guy that they said shot JFK, I don't want to start no shit, but the guy that was arrested for shooting JFK was in the Marine Corps. So Marines, we have a tendency to want to believe that badass fucking Marine was able to do all of that shit with his magic bullet, because he's a Marine and that's what we do, and we can shoot good. So you're going to argue with a Marine about anything related to JFK getting shot. Now, all the stuff leading up to that and all the stuff after that, that's up for debate. But whether or not he was shot by that Marine, all Marines want to believe, yes, that's the guy that did it. Because if there was a magic bullet, if anybody could have made that shot, it was a fucking Marine. Hoorah. But other than that, of course, I see Frost saying Tupac. Stop taking my damn answer, because I was going to say my conspiracy theories are Tupac and Biggie, because I saw them at 7-Eleven, like not 2 miles from here. I saw both of them, and they was arguing about who was going to fix the Slurpee machine, because it was Tupac's shift last night, and he didn't do the shit proper. And Biggie's like, I ain't going to be here all night. And that's in my Biggie voice. That's what he said. Baby. But that's what he said in 7-Eleven. Y'all think I'm playing, but I seen him. I know that's what he said. But no, those are good ones though.
just to kind of just to kind of switch it up a little bit, but still keep it in the same dialogue. What about the conspiracy theories that linger around in these clubs?
Ooh.
What I mean by that is that, you know, there's always, in every club, you always have somebody that, you know, somebody always got to be the villain, of course. And,
Right.
you know, they got to have this mastermind plan to take over everything and be the grand poobah of all shit. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's always this big conspiracy theory that goes along as to how it's being planned and manipulated, and you know, this one done made these people over here drink the juice, so now these people over here are believing bullshit that's going on, and they, you know what I mean, it's a whole bunch.
Facts.
I mean, which sounds weird, which sounds weird even coming out, but a lot of you that's actually watching right now know that what I said was true.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, there is somebody in your club. It may be, it may not just be just one. It may be a group. It may be 2, 3, whatever. It's always somebody that, you know, that everybody in your club thinks is just like this keen mastermind of evil.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Man, I've in my time I've seen him about, I don't know, 20 years ago. There was this whole thing about this one guy who's a president of a club, and he had this business, and he had his side chick, and with the side chick, she had a bunch of money, her life savings. She gave up the money to her boyfriend who was married, and he took the money and was supposed to turn the money into like big money, right? And he didn't do it. And then the conspiracy theory goes, because I heard him, and this is a thing that actually happened, but the conspiracy theory goes that, well, once he didn't give her money back, and she started complaining about it, complaining to his job, his business associates, and his wife. The conspiracy theory was he spent some of the money that he took from her to have her whacked. I know for a fact that she's alive and well, but I'm telling you, for about 10 years, folks is like, watch out for that dude because he'll kill you. This went on for the longest time. And this is something that was going on the set. Some of the folks watching know what I'm talking about. That's why I ain't saying no names or nothing. But I was like, man, are you kidding me right now? I'm like, this chick, I mean, she went through some hard times because she was broke. But yeah, she's alive and well, didn't get killed. But for the longest time, when I tell you this dude, that was like that conspiracy theory was like the greatest thing for this dude, because all he do is walk around looking hard all the time. Dude, softer than drugstore cotton, but folks scared the hell out of this dude.
Mm-hmm.
You too. I'm like, and guess who never corrected him? He never put it out that, no, I didn't kill nobody. Or if he did, he's like, oh, why would I kill anybody? Like, yeah, I killed it. Like, I gotta deny it just enough to keep the cops off my ass, just in case.
Right.
Like, I'll give you her phone number, you can call her and shit, So there was that. What was the other one?
You know what? I was looking through these different messages here. They've been dropping some pretty good ones here. Some of them we'd actually forgot about.
We got.
They talk about moon landing.
Oh yeah. The moon landing. I heard about that one.
The reptilian government.
Oh wow.
Well, they were talking about before how aliens had bred with humans. So there's like a crossbred, crossbreed of alien-like humans running around. Let's see what else we got here.
Oh wait, let me throw out one right quick. So when it comes to the pyramids, right? So we can believe that in Egypt, we know that there's pyramids. There's pyramids in Egypt. There's pyramids in South America, like the Aztecs, Incas, Mayas, all the Mayan pyramids and all this kind of stuff. The thing is that the big conspiracy theory that they've been pushing for years is that the aliens came down and built the pyramids. I'll tell you why that's a conspiracy theory that folks want to believe, because what they don't want to believe is that a bunch of black folks had the wherewithal to erect that sort of archaeology, or excuse me, that sort of architecture went way back then, before we had, tow trucks and cranes and all this kind of jazz. A bunch of black folks couldn't have did that. Let's just say it's aliens, because we don't want them to know that, we don't want to put it out there that these NIGs might actually be kind of smart and could actually figure out a way to do that. We would rather believe aliens did it than to give these black folks credit for any damn thing. So that's a stupid ass conspiracy theory, but it's a conspiracy theory that's based in racism. Like, unfortunately, like a lot of stuff. Oh, Shaggy said, potato. Wait a minute, what's he talking about? There's a moon landing. There is a potato conspiracy. I don't know what that was, Shaggy. You got to help me with it. I might have missed something. Lincoln. Shaggy says Lincoln, conspiracy about Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
What was the one you was gonna say?
No, I was looking at some of these ones on here. It said Denver International Airport.
Oh shit.
Did you hear that one?
No, wait. The Denver International Airport?
Yeah.
What's that?
You never heard about that?
No.
Like they say that there was like these underground tunnels that link a lot of these different airports together.
Oh shit.
If anything actually goes wrong, that they would still have a way to be able to transport from one place to another. And Denver was like the hub of that. So they were talking about that there was all these secret tunnels up underneath. And then like the airport itself is surrounded by barbed wire, but it's barbed wire facing in instead of facing out. So it's like, okay, so who you trying to keep in this shit as opposed to,
wow. Wait a minute now. Don't tell me nothing like that.
Yeah.
That just blew my mind. Wait a minute. What is that thing?
Right.
That just blew my mind right there.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't know about that one. Yeah,
no, I didn't know about that one. Shit.
Yeah, that's been around since they built this new airport, because they said that's the reason why they built it. They built that, and then they made, while they were building that, they made that tunnel system so it connects. Yeah. It's supposed to be able to connect airport to airport underneath the ground.
One of the Facebook users just said the 9/11 conspiracy. And as much as I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, there are some things about 9/11 that kind of made me go, hey, wait a minute, hold on now. I don't know how true this is, but I heard that the day before September the 11th happened, I heard that Fazl bin Laden, Fazl bin Laden was really close with the Bush family. They actually called him Fazl Bush as a joke, because the Bush family was heavily involved in the oil industry. George Bush, the father, not the son, and Bill Clinton and George Bush still are very close friends, and that whole thing, which Bill didn't have nothing to do with this subject matter. But the thing is that they say the day before September the 11th, on September the 10th, all the bin Ladens in the United States, and there was a bunch of them that was in the United States, because it's like 45 brothers or siblings and cousins, many of which were living in the United States. Well, all of them the day before left the United States, flew back to Saudi Arabia. Next day, September the 11th happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that's I've not heard anybody dispute that. I've heard that brought up on many occasions, which makes me think, wait a minute, who the hell knew? And I'm not saying that our government told them. Maybe somebody in the family told them that, hey, this is going on. Because in all these years, even though the majority of this is a fact, the hijackers on September the 11th, the majority of these people were from Saudi Arabia. But when we went to war about September the 11th, somehow we ended up in fucking Iraq. The hell did Iraq have to do with a bunch of Saudi Arabians who came here and waged war on America, and we end up in Iraq? And then after Iraq, with the BS about the weapons of mass destruction, which were never found, then we figure, oh, well, let's get it right this time. Let's go to Afghanistan. And that was maybe a little closer to the mark. So we went there fucking with the Mujahideen, which we actually built. We actually supported the Mujahideen until we didn't. And that's a whole other story. But those are just facts. That's not conspiracy theory or anything. I mean, about the Bin Ladens leaving the day before, I've not heard that I've not heard anybody argue against that. But in regard to us going to Iraq and then Afghanistan, even though the hijackers of September the 11th were from Saudi Arabia, that's facts that is undisputed. And the question is, to this day, why? Why didn't we? Well, we know the answer. We know why we didn't go to Saudi Arabia, because they got money and they got oil, and we've got a lot of association with Saudi Arabia. There was no way for us to go to Saudi Arabia, even though we could have, should have, would have. You know, my little humble opinion. You know,
they're not about to mess that up.
Mm-mm.
You know, okay, like I'm gonna give you another one. And this is actually going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So when they was talking about that, they were thinking about sending U.S. troops to Mexico for the cartel.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you actually do your research and look into that a little bit more, there's a couple other things that you find out. So the actual Mexican people do not give a damn about the cartels being there, because just about everybody works for the cartel in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
Yeah, that's their money.
Right, that's their money. Now, what they're really there for is two things. First thing is that Mexico also has a big supply of lithium.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about making all these,
Cell phones, batteries.
Right, everything. So you need lithium. Mexico has an abundance of it. Second thing is China. Now China is making deals with the cartels because China is bringing fentanyl from China to Mexico, which is then in turn transported over to the U.S. But also trying to make deals to where they're able to, you know, like I'm giving you this, you know, do over here buying land and stuff like that, which gives you a little bit more reason to, you know, you got Chinese people, you got the Chinese over in Mexico buying land, putting up stuff that's actually a little bit closer to the U.S.
Yeah.
You know? So it's kind of like we're going to talk about, we're going to go there to stop this, but this ain't the reason why we're actually going. You know what I mean? So that's another part of that theory. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we're saying we're going for one thing, but there's 3 or 4 other things once we get over there that we can deal with at the same time. You know what I mean? But which one is true and which one isn't? You know what I mean? The whole part of the conspiracy theory is what's true, what's not.
Yep. Oh, hey, I'll give you a conspiracy theory that was a conspiracy theory. It turned out was true as all hell. The government and the media tried to suggest for the longest time that this is just a silly old conspiracy theory. But what we found out is that it was true as all hell. The Black Panthers, when the Black Panthers were getting going in Oakland, California in the 60s, and what's his face? Ronald Reagan was at the time, he was the governor of California. And the Black Panthers were saying there is a onslaught of aggression and murders and assaults by police unnecessarily by police officers. They tried to suggest that wasn't true. After the Black Panthers grew and grew, and they spread from the Black Panthers and the Brown Panthers and all these other organizations, and they became a nationwide and I dare say a worldwide movement. The government, including Nixon, Richard Nixon, was one of the guys who's like, hey, we have got to destroy the power base of the Black Panthers. What's the power base of the Black Panthers? The Black community, primarily, especially in California. So the Black Panthers had been saying way back when that the government is sending in drugs into the Black community to destroy the Black community and destroy the power base of the Black Panthers. Everyone's like, that's bullshit. That's not true. That's not true. Guess what? It is true. It's called COINTEL. It was called COINTELPRO, and it was a active, what would you call it? It was an active plot, for lack of a nicer way to put it. It was a plot by the government that was executed to flood Black communities, especially in California, with drugs, cheap drugs. At the time, it was heroin. Later on, it turned into crack cocaine. Because like you said, I think a couple of weeks ago, we don't got no poppy fields. Like from New Jack City, we don't got no poppy fields in the ghetto. Nobody's got an airplane to bring this shit in. And you had just said that a couple of weeks ago, but it's true. So folks were saying for years back in the day, they were saying, hey, the government is doing this. Oh, you crazy. Yeah, guess what? The government was doing it. And it's not even a secret. Anybody who's watching, Google COINTELPRO. And this is from the government. This isn't some conspiracy theory stuff. It was considered a conspiracy theory until it wasn't, until it became fact. So that's one of them things. So racism fuels certain conspiracy theories. And then sometimes it's racism that tries to deny something that's actually true by calling something a conspiracy theory. We were talking about, speaking of which, as it relates to bikers. So we know here in Florida, we have a governor who does not like bikers. I don't care if you're black, plaid, green, white, blue, whatever. DeSantis does not like bikers. He had which those of us in Florida, we for sure know that he had a tort reform, a whole group of tort reform, that's insurance related stuff, with specific language targeting bikers. A lot of really fucked up stuff. So you get hit by, y'all heard us talk about it before. You get hit by a car, they're going to say, hey, were you wearing a helmet? If you broke your big toe, well, guess what? If you weren't wearing a helmet and you broke your hip or your big toe or whatever, they're going, oh, well, you're not a safe biker, so we're not going to pay you anything. That was put together by the insurance companies, co-signed by DeSantis, that and a whole bunch of other stuff against bikers. We get it. He don't like bikers. He don't like a whole lot of folks. He don't like bikers. He don't like blacks. He don't like minorities. We get that. But right, yeah, he hates them, right? He hates them. But is him hating folks enough to make a conspiracy theory? In his case, well, he's doing the work. Let's just say it like that. He's doing the work. So, he's wiped out African American studies. He's against, basically his plan is to try to make slavery sound like it was like vocational training for inner city youth, because slavery was good for black folks and it helped them learn good skills and talents. That's what slavery was. And that's the shit that he's trying to push down people's throats. So there's that. Basically kicked out all the migrant workers. That's screwing up the whole state. He would rather the state go broke than to have migrants here who come here every single year to help the economy of the state of Florida. Let's kick them all the hell out because he don't like them. He hates the gays, so he goes after Disney. But then here, let's take it a step further. About those state attorneys we was talking about. We was talking about this before we started the show. We got Andrew Warren. Came after Andrew Warren. Andrew Warren's a white guy. He's a Democrat. He was the state attorney for Tampa. Well, hey, this guy, he was a Democrat, and he wasn't throwing enough NIGs in jail. Wasn't doing it proper. Wasn't throwing the book at him. So he fired the dude. So for those of y'all that's not in Florida, a state attorney, that's an elected position, as in like people have to vote for you to be in that job. Like the governor does not put you in that job. He doesn't appoint you. The people appoint you. So he decides, well, the people appointed you. I don't like you, so you're fired. Pulling one out of Trump's book. And we thought that was bad enough, him going after a white guy. That was kind of shocking, but this white guy was too cool with some black folks, so let's get rid of him. So now, since he got away with that, now he goes after what's the woman's name? She's
Monique Morel.
Yeah, she's Orange. Is it Orange County? Where was it? Yeah, she's in let's say Orange County, right?
Orlando, wasn't she?
Orlando. She's in Orlando, and she covers Orange County and Osceola counties. Monique Worrell. So she's a black girl, a black woman. She's a state attorney, and he got rid of her. The excuse that he's using, he won't say because she's black or woman or a Democrat. He's saying, oh, well, you're not tough on crime enough. She's the fucking state attorney. she's pretty. I bet you there's a whole bunch of folks locked the hell up that would disagree with that. But hey, guess what? We got to get rid of her. She's in a district that's very important to DeSantis as far as voting is concerned. So let's just go after all of these folks and scare the hell out of folks. So some people want to say, "Oh, that's a conspiracy theory." He's not doing that. Yeah, he is doing that. He's doing that and more every single day. We had
well, you know, dealing with those prosecutors.
Yeah.
You know, there was 80 prosecutors throughout the U.S. that signed a pledge sponsored by the Fair and Just Prosecution.
Yeah.
Which advocated for criminal justice reform.
Yeah.
And they also did a pledge related to gender affirming care.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Both of these, Worrell and Warren.
Warren.
Yeah, Warren. Both of them signed both of those pledges. So he was upset about that, and they actually did an article dealing with that, where they said that, hold on, I'll read it here. It says that DeSantis was mad that Warren had signed it, as well as a separate statement regarding not using resources to pursue cases against women who obtained abortions and doctors who had done them. DeSantis called the actions liberal, and it was a pathogen he would not allow to spread.
Right. And, and here's the thing. Any excuse will do. But at the end of the day, this dude is doing the most. I mean, he's doing stuff like another thing that people try to pass off as a conspiracy theory, which is an actual fact. DeSantis changed the law in regard to, so in Florida, for those of y'all that are in other places, the law in Florida has always been, if the governor decides he wants to run for president, he steps down from being governor. And if he wins the presidency, great, he wins. If he doesn't, then he loses, but he's not the governor no more. Whoever took over as governor, that's who the governor is. Well, DeSantis is like, hey, I want my cake and I want to eat it too. So I want to run for president. And if I don't win, I want to stay the governor. That's it. That's what he did. And that's what the law is now in Florida. So let it be written, so let it be done, because friggin' Big Daddy DeSantis came with that bullshit and changed Florida law because the fuck he said so. And that's not a conspiracy theory for all those DeSantis fans. That's not a conspiracy theory. He actually did that. Yeah, it's dirty as all hell. He's changing, he's doing whatever the hell he wants. So for those of y'all who think that that him doing whatever the hell he wants is going to stop in the state of Florida, if y'all vote him in as president and he's not going to do nothing to you, y'all better think again. He's taking this stuff right out of the playbook. Hey, I saw something that was kind of interesting. It was about the conspiracy theories, and it says, "Dear conspiracy theorists," and I think this is a good message for all those folks who are really like into the Jewish space lasers and all that old kind of crazy shit. But it goes, "You're not special. You're not awake. You're not enlightened. You're not one of a few. You're not an expert. You're not an investigator. You're not right. You just have internet access. So you believe because you don't feel in control of your life and you're afraid of whatever the hell you're afraid of. But that's why you believe all that conspiracy theory bullshit. Not the, you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh, shit. Hold on. Shaggy's saying the call-in line is not working. What the hell? Let's take a look, see. Okay. Hey, Shaq, hey, I guess some folks have called in. Hey, if y'all try to call in again. Because it looks like we missed a call. We missed 2 calls. Let's try it again. I'm looking at the technology here. So if anybody try to call in again. Because we do want to hear all the especially Uncle Shaggy, we definitely want to hear from you. Because Uncle Shaggy, I think he had something to say about Tupac and Biggie, because one of them just bought a diner from Uncle Shaggy. And I believe the story goes that Uncle Shaggy, oh shit, damn, he calling now. All right. Y'all pretend like I didn't tell his business. Hey, hello, and thank you for calling the Big BoneYard. Nobody here was talking about Uncle Shaggy, but you got Big Bone and Archbishop. Who may we ask is calling? Hello?
Well, I mean, that is a conspiracy. I mean, how could you not be talking about, Uncle Shaggy and motorcycles and the conspiracy that, we ride motorcycles because we're one percenters. We have brotherhood and we share and fornicate with loose women and live the lifestyle like it's supposed to be lived. I mean, that's all a conspiracy.
That's right. That shit ain't true.
It is not true.
That's right.
Motorcycles are stupid.
And you know what?
Why in the hell would we put our leg over something that we beefed up? And as far as Biggie and Tupac go, man, I'm here to tell you, Suge Knight's the man. We got Biggie, Tupac, and Eazy-E.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Eazy-E because remember he supposed to got the AIDS needle.
I
Remember?
swear to God, I forgot about Eazy-E.
Hey, I even go a step further, guys, just to make sure we are fair here. We got to be fair here. So that's black on black crime. That's okay. Those lives don't matter. So we can't. That's not a conspiracy.
I tell you what,
I
swear to
I'm gonna go to hell for that. I'm really,
hey,
I really am.
I swear, no kidding, no bullshit. I swear to God, I forgot about Eazy-E because I swear to God, I've literally heard that theory that Suge Knight killed Eazy-E so that he could blow up, make Death Row.
He said on David Letterman.
Mm-hmm.
What if you took a bottle of A to put in like a needle or whatever? It's like, oops, your guy got poked and you got AIDS.
Oh shit!
Look, Magic Johnson's still alive. For the love of God, Magic Johnson has had AIDS like when it was just discovered.
Yeah, yeah.
He died within weeks.
Yep, and he had money too. He had money. He was broke.
Yeah, that's what that's called. That's called that right now AIDS. That's what that
yeah,
is.
Yeah,
right now. That's some instant AIDS.
Yeah.
I mean, he was making money off the NWA thing still. He was making money off Dre. He was making money off, and like this. He had money. Like his voice went away immediately. He couldn't talk with nobody. He was dead within like no time at all.
Yeah. Now, hey, you know something? Here's the thing that's always got me about that, because you hit hard with that Eazy-E shit, because the thing is, Eazy-E supposedly died of AIDS, right? And clearly he had AIDS according to all the medical doctors and all like this. But if Eazy-E got AIDS from some chick, who did he get AIDS from? Nobody's ever said, and he got AIDS from this chick right here. Because you know damn well.
And if I'm not mistaken, his wife was pregnant.
Yeah. And his kids are grown and grown and well and whatnot, and none of them got AIDS. So what the hell? That's one. What I love about a conspiracy is all you have to add is one ingredient to it. Spread that one ingredient. It's just like we were taught in the military when they line us up, this 510, and they tell one guy one thing, and they tell him to pass it out. Yeah.
All you got to do is give it one ingredient to a conspiracy. By the time we get to that 10th person, you got a full blown or Michael Jackson. I mean, the whole 9 yards. It's like the thing these writers are going through in Hollywood. That's the part that's going to make it. Like Mel Gibson, these guys are multi-million-dollar superstars.
Yeah.
And they're being shunned by the Hollywood industry. Why? Because they're doing this crazy shit. They're like Oprah's been named in this shit. Like the chick that gives you everything under your chair. What's really under those chairs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nobody thought of that.
Well, you get a car. Oprah put a car under your chair. Remember, she said, "You get a car. You get a car."
Or is it a bunch of keep your mouth shut or I'll kill you? Like like the old Clinton kill list.
Everybody is
Remember
scared
that?
of Oprah, so you might be onto something because everybody's scared of Oprah in Hollywood. Nobody says nothing about. Oh, here's the one time.
Hey, dude, who is it? What's his name? The comedian. It's called Oprah out. Fucking Monique called Oprah out.
Oh yeah, and she on welfare now. Hey, I'll tell you what. I remember the one time I seen Oprah shook.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Look, think of this one. So the one and only time I seen Oprah like shook was there was a bunch of folks in 2016. There was this move where people were saying Oprah for president, Oprah for president. And as soon as the Trump folks found out that Oprah might run for president, boy, they turned on her. And I mean, within hours, they were like, Oprah ain't this, and she was a hoe as a child, and she did this. I mean, folks turned on Oprah with a quickness. It went on for about a week and a half. Oprah finally had to come out and say, hey, I am not running for president. It's not true.
I know,
it's
man.
bullshit.
I seen the color purple too.
No,
she was a hoe for a little while.
She might have been a hoe. But here's the thing. She was everybody's favorite, Oprah. She was the favorite. Oprah could have been a child molester.
You know what, though? Trump was everybody's favorite. Trump was everybody's favorite until he ran for president.
Yeah, but look.
Everybody loved Trump until he ran for president.
When Oprah, well, no, they did not in New York. They didn't shoot, but man, folks in New. That's why he's in Florida, not in New York.
Not in New York, man.
He's a slumlord.
Well, look at Mr. Pena. That dude I discovered TikTok. TikTok is a great thing since sliced bread. I just love watching. It's so informative of funny shit, and it's so informative on dumb shit. But there's a guy on there, Mr. Pena. He's a big wealthy billionaire kind of guy, and he's like me, and in your face, he'll tell a cunt, leave a cunt, whatever. But fact of the matter is, are people that are so wealthy. Why the fuck am I? If I'm that wealthy, why am I going to care what you an opinion on? Why would I care?
I'll tell you about TikTok. One of the things that kind of fucks me up about TikTok is that so I've got relatives who live overseas, and the TikTok that we see in the United States and the TikTok that, especially with young people, what they see in Japan or in China or even the Philippines, really different. Over there, like kids are seeing all of this about do great in school. They're showing all kinds of TikToks about kids excelling and winning spelling bees and all this kind of shit. That's like the big thing that they're pushing that. These kids are bragging like the same way we got girls twerking and shit. Over there, they got young girls bragging about how they got straight A's for this semester and shit like that. Whereas, so the way that the algorithm is set up for America and American, not just American students, but not just American citizens, but American young people, student like young age, is very different than what they get fed. So TikTok that's not even, I mean, people want to say it's a conspiracy theory, but that's just facts. I think that we're seeing the dumbing down of America. I think TikTok has something to do with it. Stand by 1 second. Let's see. Are we here? Come on, thing. Hey, thanks for calling the Big BoneYard. You got Big Bone and Archbishop. Who's calling us right now?
What's going on, Big Bone and hey, Archbishop? This Ken. How y'all doing?
Kenyatta. What's up, man?
What's going on? What's going on, man? All right. So we got these. Shout out to Big Dog Shaggy if he's still on the line.
Yeah.
Real quick, I just wanted to say, okay, so we got these aliens, right? Now all of a sudden, now the government wants to come out, and I think the reason why they came out with and just admitted it is because the aliens. I think the aliens have decided that we're too stupid to let off of Earth, right? Because think about it. All this now, listen, everybody wants to acknowledge UFOs and shit. Now that Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos is trying to go to Mars and shit, the aliens like, all right, fuck that. No, hell no. It's time to come on out of the closet. We made, I think, the Alien Council. Y'all laugh about that. Listen, and when it happens, I'm with the aliens. Fuck you.
Yeah,
but I think the Alien Council. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, look, I believe you. The aliens are like, fuck these folks.
Right.
These
Right.
humans,
Y'all
these humans, we ain't fucking with them.
You ain't coming to the cookout, bro. Keep your ass over there. Where you supposed to be.
Hell yeah.
Right. I think they're gonna sit back. I think they decided to either sit back and let some time happen. Maybe they'll wipe themselves out. You know, there's nuclear wars on the horizon and all that shit.
Right.
Right. Tell the fucker. That's one reason why we can't let these crazy motherfuckers off the earth, because look at what the fuck did they. Listen, put yourselves in the shoes of some fucking Martians or something, and just really look at human beings. Like we're
Right.
idiots. Like, I mean, there are lots of smart people, but in general, we're really stupid.
Yeah, as a whole.
I mean, like, we're putting all this plastic in the ocean and all that. I mean, it's just crazy, man. We put more money into destroying ourselves. We can build all kinds of nukes and shit and all of this, but you know, things that matter, you know, we're kind of lagging behind them. I mean, it's just crazy. But anyway, I just want to throw that out there. I don't want to hold up the line, but that's my conspiracy theory, and I believe it. I don't give a damn. And when it happens, in case some aliens are listening in, I am on your side. You understand me? I am with the aliens.
Yeah, damn right.
Let me know what you guys, because I agree. I put my, we can't let them off this rock. We can't. They want to come to Mars. They want to travel.
Hey.
Spaceships. No, I think the Alien Council came together and said, "Fuck that. We got to stop this shit." That's what I think. And I think that's why all of a sudden now it's all coming out. That's the reason.
It's like the aliens got a COC and they came together and said, "Nah, we're gonna keep them on that rock." But look, Archbishop just said that we can't come to the cookout, and that's fucked up, because I really wanted to try some of that alien potato salad because I heard it was fire with no raisins in it. So I was trying to get down, but you know, I guess we just gotta wait. I guess that's how it is. Shit.
All right, you better get your Klingon.
Hell yeah, we gotta start practicing the Klingon speech. Oh, wait a minute.
Maybe they got brother for Klingon. You can get that.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to say. We gotta learn how to say potato salad in Klingon. They probably put blood in there or something nasty like that, though. It's hard to say.
No ham. You don't put ham in potato salad.
Hey, Shaggy, you there? Wait a minute. Where'd you go? Wait a minute. Hold on. We can't hear you. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right, you there? What the hell? Hold on. Look, call us right back. What the hell just happened? All right, Shaggy was there. Now he ain't. But we'll figure it out. I think he'll call back in a second. I think. But yeah, man. But yeah, hey, look. Kenyatta might have been on something right then. All right, let's try it again. Okay, hey, you there? Hey, can you hear us? Okay, all right, gotcha. Okay, cool. But yeah, what we got was...
Okay, so that's the conspiracy in itself.
Oh, you mean about the aliens?
Well, so, hey, the dude brought a good point about the aliens. Check it out. For centuries and thousands of years, we lived in fucking caves. And then, like, from 1890 something to through like the 1940s, 50s, 60s, technology growth and how much humanity has changed. Man, he's telling me that just some fucking Neanderthal, Homo sapiens come out of these cell phones that can't keep a fucking service. You know, we got people like dying accidentally and can't figure that shit out. I mean, dude, aliens are real, man. They're coming. And they keep us on this earth.
Well, they're saying that that according to the White House, they're saying that the aliens are like a real thing. So you know that.
Well, I'll say this: you got to do that. The fucking Helm will believe anything because he don't remember his own name. I mean, Alzheimer's is a bad, deadly disease. It's over watching people go through that. We got to watch it in such a public forum. It's sickening. Like, here's what the cartels are now hooked up with, and then I heard about what Russia's done and the whole continent of Africa, like some outer keg's been lit. Sometimes we had a world war, which is unfortunately a conspiracy that's true. How you handle population control.
Right. Gotcha.
But you know what, though? There was
History.
Go ahead and finish.
Hey, Shaggy.
What is?
Where'd you go?
Oh, keep breaking up on us.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Well, you were breaking up a little bit. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying history is history. I mean, they said that the population has literally grown from World War II levels, which was like 1 or 2 billion, like almost 8 billion now. It was supposed to handle that, it didn't. You know, population control is not a conspiracy; it's a factual thing.
All right. Oh, shit.
So it's unfortunate. You know, like conspiracy shit, man. There's a conversation that could go on for months and weeks and hours and days. But you know what? So all you people listening, this is actually what bikers are talk about it. It's actually more comical when you're face to face because you get the body language, you get the how good, and you're looking at him like, I gotta hear this fucking story one more time.
So you gonna have an alien on the back of the bike?
Oh man, so there was, and she could have been. I mean, like a midget. I mean, I think they're a little alien because have you ever seen one die or been to one of their funerals? Just saying.
Wow. Wait a minute now.
Think
I have
about
not.
it.
I have
Think
not.
about it.
I have not. I've seen some old ones. I never seen a dead one.
I've never even seen an old one.
No, I've seen an
Like
old
these
one on
motherfuckers are
TV.
the same teenager.
I see them on TV, but you know that could be makeup. You don't know. Yeah.
You need to get out more because I'm telling you what, that's the cat's meow right there, bro. It's for him. They make everything look bigger. It's
You might be on some. Well, brother.
Yeah. You guys
what,
have a good night. I'm trying to get to my bike shop off and going, and I got a lot of work out there. So I couldn't believe I finally caught you guys live. You guys are doing great. Keep doing what you're doing. And, you know, this motorcycle club thing, it's a conspiracy against us from the government. Remember that.
That part.
Remember your First Amendment, your Fourth Amendment, your Fifth Amendment, and your Eighth Amendment. And don't talk to the fucking police when they stop you.
That part. And brother, look, let me tell you, we appreciate you, man. We definitely appreciate you. And that part is right. And it's not a conspiracy theory that they are definitely, they meaning the damn government, are definitely against these clubs. And you know, we got to stay diligent. So man, this is good shit. And we appreciate you, brother. We always do.
You guys take care, and I'll call you guys on the flip field tomorrow next year. So you guys be good. The rest of you guys, it's good talking to y'all. And hey, man, keep a sunny side down and ride your fucking motorcycles. Love your brothers unconditionally and fly your packs and enjoy doing so because you're free to do so.
Right on, brother. Thank you. Hey, thanks for calling the Big BoneYard. You got Big Bone and you got Archbishop. Who's calling on the phone?
Wags, how you doing, Big Bone, Archbishop?
Wags, what's up, man?
Not much. Here's another conspiracy that our government made a deal with the aliens to do experiments on us.
Okay. Tell us more. Shit. Hold on. Tell us more. Shit.
Nah, it was on like what was it on those channels? The Ancient Aliens. They talked about it.
Oh damn.
And they would be doing it at Area 51.
Well, that's what Archbishop brought that up kind of early on. He said Area 51. So you're saying that the theory is that the government cut the deal for the aliens to do experiments on humans. I was sorry to say Americans, but humans at Area 51.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think it had to do with Eisenhower.
Oh damn. Okay.
Back within the Eisenhower administration.
Is that where we got Velcro from? Because Velcro,
Yeah,
that's some
probably.
tricky shit. That's some really tricky shit. And I don't think that we as humans had the technology to create such a thing. But I heard that the aliens is sort of like a, like showing us a little bit of love, like, oh, hey, look, we can hook y'all up with some stuff. We need some people. So hold on to this Velcro, play with that for a couple of decades. And if you like that, we got more, there's more where that came from. And then we got microwaves. Think about
Yeah,
it.
but the theory on the microwave, was I forgot the guy who invented it, but had the idea of when chocolate was melting on something. I forgot what it was. I think it was in a nuclear reactor or something. That chocolate was melting on something. But that's how they explain the microwave thing.
That's how they explained it.
But
that's how they explained it. Or
right.
Or was it we gave them an extra 50 humans and they was like, hey, you guys like popcorn? You like popcorn? Because if you do, next thing you know, we got microwaves.
Right.
Have you ever seen Orville Redenbacher?
Yeah, I think that was the person with the microwave. That was hold on. I'm packed with useless information.
Yeah. I want to say it's Orville Redenbacher, but he just looks like an alien.
There was one that started it, and then there was another one that helped to get it together. It was Percy Spencer, and Robert Hall in 46.
1946?
1946.
Damn. Okay. Now, in 1946, we barely had good automobiles in 1946, and now we got microwaves. I feel like that was it was a gift from the aliens, is what I'm thinking. Because we got to get on, or it could have been a gift from Tupac and Biggie before they came in their human form, because that's also a possibility.
Here's another one. When they was talking about that dark government.
Oh yeah.
The reason why I say that is because now you remember back in the Clinton administration, he was trying to get the information about Area 51 and Roswell and stuff.
Yeah, that was a fact.
There was stuff that he, being the president, was not allowed access to.
Yeah.
And and then when Obama became president, he tried it as well, and they wouldn't give him the information as well.
Yeah.
So there is stuff that's going on that not even the president of the United States has liberty to look at.
Well, yeah, the NSA has just unparalleled influence and power in the government, more so than, because a lot of people said during I've said so many times that one of the most powerful people in the world was not the president of the United States or any particular president of the United States per se, but it was George Bush Sr. The reason for that is because he was the director of the CIA, and he was a Secretary of State. He was a vice president and president of the United States, all within his career in politics. So if you've got, and a lot of people say, oh, the president of the United States is the most, it's really the most influential political figure that there is not the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff or Secretary of State or even the president. It's the head of the CIA, because them the folks that keep all the secrets.
Oh yeah, because they're the ones that do the clandestine stuff and the black ops, and they're the ones who have the black op budget.
They know everything about everybody, and they're the ones that they can do operations. So a lot of people say the president of the United States, he can wage war for 90 days, and I've heard this 8 million times. President of the United States can wage war for 90 days without congressional approval, and that's why God made the Marine Corps and all this kind of stuff. You can send in the Marines and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's true. But guess who can do it for years? Fuck 90 days. You know who can wage war for years without any? CIA. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
President or no.
That's who trained the Taliban.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Taliban trained the CIA trained them,
and the Mujahideen.
The Russians.
The Taliban and the Mujahideen were trained by the CIA, which is why when September the 11th happened, you know, it for those of us that were familiar with it, yeah, I get it. They were pissed. I mean, I'm not saying they should have been pissed to the point to where they did what they did and all that kind of stuff. I mean, there were some scumbag type motherfuckers, but yeah, we did train them, and we did, you know, after the Russian aggression was over and all like that. What we do? We just packed up our toys and left them motherfuckers to go back to doing whatever the hell they wanted to do. So it wasn't, and of course, a lot of these folks reached out to America for guidance and support and all this other kind of stuff. And we was like, nah, see ya, we're out. So, you know, so that's a big reason why that happened.
And I put this on your thread, was we put Hussein in power, the CIA did, and then when he was getting too big for his britches, that his I forgot what they call it, dinar, whatever their money is, was supposed to be, this is the conspiracy theory part, his dinar was supposed to be more than the US dollar. All of a sudden, all his dirty laundry's coming out. Him being a dictator, him torturing and abusing his people, having weapons of mass destruction. And next thing you know, we have Desert Shield, Desert Storm.
Yeah. Well, that's not new for America, in the sense that Muammar Gaddafi is another one. Muammar Gaddafi was doing his thing. He was doing really good for his country. Him running off at the mouth and all that. Death to America. I was in the Marine Corps when Muammar Gaddafi was on TV with the rifle up in the air and Death to America and all that. He had done that about 1,000 times. The reason that the problem was when he was doing it then is because a couple of different, money. It was oil. And it was oil, and the fact that Libya was an African nation, and Muammar Gaddafi attempted to unite several African nations against Saudi Arabia and the Western countries. So, his ass had to go. So while I was in the Marine Corps, we went and blew up his fucking house. It's like when he did that Death to America, and they showed it on, back then there was only one channel. There was only, CNN was the only 24-hour news channel back then. So we're sitting in our ready room watching Death to America and all these other, because I'm a young Marine at the time. So all these other guys start getting up. I'm seeing corporals, sergeants, staff sergeants. Everybody's getting up and leaving. And I'm like, well, what just happened? And my corporal smacked me in the head. He says, damn, Boot. He goes, what are you, stupid? I said, I must be. What the hell's going on there, Corporal? He says, didn't you just see that? I said, yeah. We was watching the guy, Death to America and all like that. He goes, yeah. He goes, Ronald Reagan was the president. He says, what do you think the president's going to do now? I'm like, I don't know. He says, man, come get your shit. Not 2 hours later, we get a call that we're on air alert and we're packing up. We're going to Cherry Point and we're going to fly out. And, in Marine Corps, they don't tell you where you're going, but we had a good idea where the fuck we was going because we had just seen CNN, right? So next thing you know, we're in. Then, of course, after we're in the air, they tell us where we're going and what's going on. Before we get there, the doggone Joint Chiefs of Staff had already called a strike on Muammar Gaddafi's house, and they sent two Sidewinder missiles down his chimney. This is when smart bombs first came out, where you could actually see the video. So they sent two Sidewinder smart bombs down the chimney of his house in Libya in the desert, blew his house to smithereens, like they used to say on the cartoons. And his ass was out in a tent in the desert praying, killed his because he had a bunch of wives, killed like 4 of his wives and all of his kids. And his ass was still alive. And guess what? You didn't hear shit from Muammar Gaddafi for like 30 years. After that, he stayed in his lane and shut the fuck up and did whatever the hell it was that they wanted him to do. And we didn't hear shit about Muammar Gaddafi ever since. Think about it. He's still alive. Or he was still alive. I don't know if he's still alive.
No, he ain't. Let me tell you.
Is he dead now?
No, he ain't.
He's dead now.
Hey, what he did. They let his ass come to the US. They let him come here. He went to the White House, kicked it, and the whole bit. They sent his ass back over there. They sent his ass back over there when they had that Civil War and dropped his ass off right in the middle of town, and they tore his ass out the frame.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So, okay, yeah. So, but here's the thing. He went for like a good long time. No problems.
Now, the one that you talking about that they did some foul shit to, that you didn't hear about it no more. That was Manuel Noriega.
Oh yeah, Noriega. No, same. Well, him too.
His ass.
Manuel Noriega. Him too. Him too. But yeah, that was. We went to Panama. That was in Panama because he was General Manuel Noriega.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a shame because he had the best blow, man. That dude, Manny, we call him Manny. Manny had the best blow. Oh, wait, I ain't supposed to say that. Never mind. We weren't supposed, I forgot we on TV. We ain't supposed to talk about that. But Wags, brother, we appreciate you calling in. We're about what are we? We're at 1 hour and 11 minutes. And so we had a good time tonight, just kind of doing something a little bit different. Talking about some conspiracy theories and I know we did not get to all of them. But we're gonna do it again. I swear this time we probably gonna do this in 7 whole days, like for real. Because we don't think it's anything too crazy coming up 7 days from now. So we're gonna be able to come back and join you. But Archbishop, what say you, sir?
Yeah, this was a topic, and I mean, it's a whole bunch of different ones. But to answer 2 of them that's on there, when they was talking about HAARP and chemtrails, those are definitely real. And we could talk about that some other time, but they are real.
Okay.
But anyway, I know we playing catch up because we missed the show last week. I mean, you was out of town. I was sick.
Yep.
Now we catching back up. So it will be 7 days. We will be back in 7 days. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that came on and watched. I appreciate all the text messages and the emails when I was down. I appreciate that. I'm back to 100% and ready to do the damn thing. So thank you for everybody who had called and checked up on me and whatever. I'm all good. So 7 days.
Hell yeah. And you know what? I tell you what, people that's sick ain't supposed to look like you. You're supposed to look sick, like cough or something. Like, see, look, this motherfucker got me doing sit-ups and shit.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Kidney stones is a motherfucker, man. I'm gonna tell you what. I ain't never been in so much pain in all my life. In all my fucking life, I ain't never been in so much pain in all my life.
I've heard women say that the kidney stones, they say it's the closest thing that a man can feel to childbirth. And I don't know, men, we can't have babies, so women might be lying about the childbirth thing. But if it must be a hell of a bad thing, because I seen my boy Arlie Dubois. Arlie, peace if you're watching. But my boy Arlie Dubois, he had kidney stones. Arlie's 6'4", about 275, healthy as an ox, right? He got kidney stones, turned him into a baby. Just rolling, crying, the whole. I'm like, God damn. This is some horrible shit. I don't never want nothing like that. But I ain't never heard nothing good about
kidney stones are no joke.
Man, it was horrible. I mean, I told the doc, I was like, listen, I ain't trying to be no bitch, but you got to give me something like rice.
Like, I ain't fucking with you, doc.
Right. I ain't fucking around with you. And I said it just like that. I need something right motherfucking now.
Oh, shit. Hey, y'all. Well, look, we appreciate you, Wags. We appreciate you being here. And folks, thank y'all for joining us tonight on the Big BoneYard. And like Archbishop said, we're gonna be back here in 7 days doing the damn thing. But thank y'all so much for joining us. And look, and catch us on the Facebook page, on the Facebook, the Big BoneYard Facebook group, or on Discord. Y'all fuck with us. We're gonna be talking about all kinds of shit all week long, and we definitely still want to hear more about these conspiracy theories, because I done learned some shit tonight. Because AB, you hit me to a couple of things tonight. Because keep that shit coming.
Yes, we may have to do a part 2 next week on this.
Oh yeah, that could be good. That could be good. And then we got to discuss: is DeSantis actually Satan? That's a thing. Everybody's saying it. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. We're gonna find out though.
Be one of them reptile people too,
Yeah,
could be.
Hey, look, we got a picture of him. If y'all look at the picture on there, it's a picture of him with a snake, and it says the snake is the one in the blue blazer. So check it out. It'll be, matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on the page.
Yeah, that was his cousin they was holding.
All right, y'all. Hey, everybody have a great Sunday night. We'll see y'all in 7 days.
Welcome to the Big BoneYard. Enter at your own risk.
I decided to pursue a career in law because it gives me an opportunity to help people. When a client chooses us to represent them, they're entrusting us with a huge responsibility. It's our goal to exceed their expectations with our personalized service and to help them to achieve the best possible recovery to compensate them for their injuries.
That's where we come in. We come in and we solve that problem for them and really set them on the right track in order to try and get back to what their life was like before the accident happened.